It's Woocash here. I got Kuba Przygoński. Wow!
Thank you very much. I really enjoy to race. I raced around 25 years. I started with motocross, really small bike, and now I do it professionally with drift and with the cross-country rallies. And yes, I really enjoy racing. In the end, from my experience, I really enjoy the racing and competition between the drivers, the pilots, and this is the most funny thing for me from the competition in this moment.
Okay, yeah.
I started drift with when I was studying on university. I met my friend who was driving Toyota Supra MK2, really the beginning model, and then he took me for the ride, and we did first drift my ever, and I was really shocked that the car with 170 horsepower can drift. And then it was the beginning of the drift in Poland, and in this moment I says this is cool discipline, let's try and let's start. And I started also with really basic car. I bought BMW E30 325 with 170 horsepower, and I was enjoying drift on the parking slot, then on the small tracks, using the worst tires what I could get. And from this, and after 10 years, I jumped to a really professional car, upgraded and really fast. And I think the nice thing of the racing is that you can enjoy all the steps, because for now I enjoy the competition, but in the beginning I enjoy every meter of drifting.
And what are the, not goals, but dreams that you filled up already, that you fulfill already? And what are the dreams that you're trying to achieve this year?
For sure, the dreams are what I achieved till now. It's that I'm racing and I really still enjoy it. This is my dream, because it's nice to race but still to have fun of it, and I really enjoy, and I'm really motivated. And reaching the first Dakar Rally on the bike, reaching the first finish on the car, winning the World Championship. This is the dreams from the past. And now for the future, for sure, is the dream compared to the drift. It's being better than last year, and then let's see how it will be, because the competition is really tight. The guys are really good and also motivated, and you never know. It's the first race of the season of the Drift Championship, and we'll see.
And because there's so many amazing drivers here, and you drove over the past few years with quite few of them, is there anyone that you really would like to drive with or up against?
I think I can drive with all the guys which are never fight with, because in the end it's now 50 pro drivers in DriftMasters, and I driven I think with 10 or 12 guys only. It means it's a lot of place to fight, because sometimes it's mainly like this, you meet all the time the same guys. And for example, tomorrow I will fight with Mika Keski-Korpi, and I had 1 or 2 fights before. Or with Benedicta Sirba, I had 2 fights or 3 fights, and sometimes it's that each race you fight against the same guy, which means I wanted to have fights with the other ones. I think DriftMasters is getting more worldwide, and there will be more drivers from outside of Europe coming to race. And this is for sure changing, and the competition is super high here, and I think this is the most competitive league in the world. And the quality, the cars what are racing here, this is the top level.
I agree with that, because any of the drive, well, even James proven that he can win in Europe, then go to the US, win there. But kind of drivers from the US don't have the same traction. They're not used to driving style in Europe. The tracks are slightly different. The power, the setup of the car is different, the line, the judging. Now, part of my interviews and podcasts that I do is sharing mental health awareness in the drift community. And because professional drifters, drivers of any sort, there's a major toll that can go onto your mental health. And the amount of stress, in my opinion, is unbelievable. Do you have any advice how to deal with stress?
Stress is the big thing. I think the drift is in the end more stressful because the runs are really short. That it's like 30 seconds of racing, which means you can make really easy one mistake for half a second and then you can lose. Which means you need to be really focused, but then the stress is much more higher because it's like super sprint. And how to survive with stress, everyone has different ideas. For sure, going to psychology and for some sports treatment with your mind, with your head, this is also really good. This works, and I've been on few sessions and it helps. And then the second thing, what I think it's good that if you are preparing really well, you are thinking a lot about that this will happen. You are standing on the start and you are saying that okay, I did so much work to be here, to stand here, that I will not make any mistake. I will survive and I will make good run.
One of the things that I often spread is to have friends, and in that case drift friends, drift family, to which you reach out, or you have friends reaching out to you. Are you okay? Do you need anything? Do you need any support? Is that something that you would recommend?
The people in the drift world are really friendly. This is not used. I'm not used to it from the other sports, because from the Dakar Rallies on World Championship, there is the community of the drivers is not so close. Here in the drift, it's really close community of the driver, which helps a lot, because we are letting us, renting some parts, something. Everyone is coming. If someone is coming to our tent, if we have this part, we'll give him. And today even I think we rent like 5 different parts to 5 different drivers, because in the end we don't fight here in the paddock. We fight on the race circuit, and this is, I think, also really nice in this community.
That's a really good point about we not fighting in the paddock, we fight on the track. That's really well said. Because the brotherhood of the community, it's something that really drew me into it. Apart from the smell of burning tire and things. But when I saw that there's like-minded people that are actually there to support each other, it's amazing. I love that in the community, because it's so much different than many other motorsports.
Mainly the professional motorsport with all disciplines, it's changing to this way, which is not so nice. But in the drift, still it's friendship, and this is really nice, and really I really enjoy, and this works really good.
Brilliant. And if you could build any drift car, a dream drift car of yours, and it doesn't need to be competitive, it needs to be putting a massive smile on your face.
For sure it would be the old Nissan Skyline, but the old
R31, or even
the classic
Hakosuka.
One. Yeah, with the front lights like this. Without any stickers, like basic color. I would like to see this car drifting with the smoke from the rear tires.
That would be dope. I'm looking forward. So, can we put that as a little dream maybe there and kind of I'll start nudging, you know, like consider it at some point?
This car is really fragile and they are really limited in amount even in Europe. I think if I would can have it, that car, I would keep it maybe on this side of the street nice car.
So guys, if anybody's got one of them and would like to make a good deal or a generous gift, you know, because I want to see this guy driving an old school Skyline.
Yeah.
That would be something really amazing. What advice would you give to the drift community?
That if you want to start drifting, I think now for the beginning of your career, it's good to start from sim drifting, because this is the costs are really less, and then from this you can jump to the basic car, and this is, I think, the some idea for starting the drifting.
That's a brilliant advice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you guys.
Thank you, and guys, I'll see you on the next one. Remember, it's okay not to be okay, but there are ways to get better